Hey everyone, and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news report coming out from Ukraine, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Ukraine's drone interceptors. As for months now, we've been hearing that Ukrainian air defense teams are getting better and better at shooting down incoming Russian Shahed drones. And we also heard recently from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that they're actively producing lots of interceptor drones right now that are being widely used across the battlefield to defend Ukrainian skies from these drones. So take a look at this new report here on your screen. Ukrainian drone interceptors are reportedly backed by former Google CEO. 9 out of 10 Shahed drones are being destroyed by interceptor drones produced by Eric Schmidt's company, SwiftBeat. Drones are equipped with built-in AI and are resistant to Russian electronic warfare systems. Okay, massive report today, guys. This is actually a picture of Eric Schmidt right here when he used to work for Google. And now he owns this American company called SwiftBeat. And this is interesting because we don't typically talk about American companies that are supporting Ukraine. Usually, most of the reports that we get, if there is any company that's supporting Ukraine, is usually out of Europe. So, massive news today. I want to talk more about this report. And allegedly, just back on July 3rd, that's when this defense cooperation agreement was actually signed from Ukraine's government with this company, SwiftBeat. So, let's talk more about this today. Let's jump on over here to a mainstream news report from Militarny. This is directly out of Ukraine. 9 out of 10 Shahed shot down in Ukraine attributed to interceptors backed by former Google CEO, according to a report. This is coming out today, July 23rd, 2025. Isn't that crazy to think that this one single company out of America that's funding these drones for Ukraine, 90% of them are the ones shooting down Russian Shahed drones. So that's absolutely insane. Here's a picture of a Russian Shahed drone. It's kind of like an AI mock-up showing it's on fire and allegedly being shot down. And it says right here, former Google CEO Eric Schmidt is backing the production of drones used in Ukraine, including systems designed to intercept Russian Shahed drones. Ekonomikna, if I'm saying that right, Pravda reports. According to the publication, Schmidt is involved in the development of 3 types of drones. The specific models are not disclosed for security reasons. These reportedly include interceptor drones, medium-range strike UAVs, and FPV kamikaze drones, most frequently used against Shaheds. All systems are said to incorporate AI and modern unmanned technologies. That makes sense why they're so effective at bringing down these incoming drones from Russia. And it says here, the media notes that most sources interviewed consider Schmidt-backed interceptors to be among the most effective countermeasures against Russian drones. All right, so this is wild, guys. Something I've been telling you that as we move along, I think these Shahed drones are going to become less of an issue for Ukraine unless somehow Russia can find a workaround to not be affected by these drones. But it looks like these drones are very effective at taking down incoming Shahed drones into their territory. And it says here they show high accuracy in detecting targets in the night sky. Around 90% of Shahed shot down by drones are attributed to these systems, the report claims. A representative of one Ukrainian brigade shared with Ekonomikna Pravda that Schmidt's kamikaze drones include a proprietary communication system resistant to a Russian electronic warfare. The drones use artificial intelligence to identify and destroy targets and have performed well in combat, he said. In early July, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced that SwiftBeat, a company backed by Schmidt, had signed an agreement with the Ukrainian government on the joint production of drones, including Shahed interceptors and long-range systems. The agreement includes the creation of several joint ventures between Ukrainian manufacturers and SwiftBeat, with the goal of supplying hundreds of thousands of drones in 2025. And it says, quote, "This is a co-production agreement between Ukraine and the United States. There will be several initiatives focused on various drone types, but the key element is the timeline. Hundreds of thousands this year and more next year," Zelensky reported. So yeah, as time goes on, give it another year. If Ukraine can have hundreds of thousands of these, or maybe even millions by next year, this could stop a lot of the Russian attacks inside their territory, considering that 90% of the interceptor drones that are being used to bring down incoming Shahed drones are from this company. It's crazy to think that these are actually from the U.S., a U.S.-based company that's funding these. So here's a picture of a Shahed drone that was found, crashed, landed inside of Ukraine. And it says right here, finally, Zelensky stressed that the primary focus of the agreement is the production of interceptor drones, which have already proven effective on the battlefield. Little is known publicly about SwiftBeat's products. However, its website states that the company develops autonomous systems. It may also transfer technologies related to automation, satellite free navigation, or software for tracking and targeting drones. All right, so again, very interesting report today, guys. And real quickly, I want to go over a post on X actually from Volodymyr Zelensky when they actually signed this defense agreement with this company, and actually him meeting with this former Google CEO, Eric Schmidt's company, SwiftBeat. Okay, so let's jump on over here to X real quick with Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. The visit to Denmark begins with an important step for our defense. An agreement has been reached on Ukrainian American cooperation in drone production, including interceptor drones, a crystal clear priority. We have signed an agreement with the robust American company SwiftBeat, and it foresees hundreds of thousands of drones this year alone, with the potential to significantly scale up production in the coming year. Interceptors to destroy many enemy drones and missiles, quadcopters for reconnaissance and fire adjustment, and long range strike drones. All of these will be produced in much greater numbers to help us achieve our defense goals and protect the lives of Ukrainians. Today, we will continue our work in Denmark and on the new agreements of this kind. Focus on joint production, joint development, and joint defense. I thank everyone who is helping. So this was a video that was coming out at the time. You can see the date here, July 3rd, 2025. So just a few weeks back is when Zelensky met with this former Google CEO, Eric Schmidt, and the owner of the SwiftBeat company that's producing these drones for Ukraine. There's Rustem Umerov as well, the former defense minister in Ukraine. And yeah, just huge, guys. An American company funding these drones for Ukraine, and so far appear to be very effective on the battlefield. And I think in a very short time, these Russian Shahed drones just will not be a problem for Ukraine anymore. That's what they're really working on right now, because we report lots of massive strikes across some cities like Kharkiv, Kiev, Odessa, lots of other regions inside of Ukraine just being hammered by these drones. And hopefully in the near future, Ukraine won't have to worry about them anymore, okay? So just wanted to share this information, get it out there to you, let you know what's going on over here inside of Ukraine. And they do have some help from an American company right now producing interceptor drones to shoot down incoming Russian Shahed drones. So let me know what you think about all these details down below in the comment section. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.